and share with you how to create residual income even when you're broke, right? So I'm going to give people time to come on. I have a question of the day. If you can go anywhere in the US or anywhere in the world, and time and money in COVID was not an issue, where would you go? Type that in the comment section below. Let me know you here. Anytime you see Sapphire Stars live, just know all of my content, I'm going to be talking about how to create more freedom in your life, how to increase financial literacy to generate generational wealth, how to live freely. Soft flex, just saying. Be free with your tea. Organize-kaos.com/shop. Support the cause, support the movement. But yeah, I'm bringing you that WAP, Wealth and Prosperity, all 2K21. So if that's the vision you have for your life for this year, just know every time I come on here, that is going to be the focus. All things wealth, your mindset, your health, your money. Those are things that we're going to be, or things that I'm going to be talking about with you, because I want us all to achieve prosperity and wealth this year. So yeah, giving everybody time to come on. Hopefully my lighting is better. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Pray for me. My lighting and my sound, I hope, is better. But remember, in the mess, there's a message. Focus on the message. Focus on this knowledge. And we're going to get started. I just want to give people some time to come on and just, give me a little hand. Let me know if you can go anywhere today and money and time was not an issue. Where would you go? I would go to Thailand. That's my answer. And mostly because Thailand is, in terms of cost and expenses, is significantly less expensive than the cost of living here in the US. So essentially, I can grow my money without adding any additional income just by changing my zip code or GPS coordinates. Just like that, you've increased your money 100, 1,000%, or by at least a third. So that's one way. I do talk about that in my book, Live Freely. Get your copy today if you haven't. We will be hosting a wine and wealth series and virtual book release coming soon. So get your copy so you can be a part of the conversation. It's personal finance for the culture. And so, all right, we got 2 people. I cannot, for some reason, let's see. I guess there's no comments there because I'm like, I don't see, they're not showing me on here who's watching. So if you're watching, just let me know that you're here so I know who you are, because for whatever reason, it is not showing me who's watching. And I want to see. I want to see who's watching. Maybe I can join. Let me turn the volume down. It's still kind of dark, but that's cool. I was gonna move you guys, but they. Guys, I was such a nerd in high school. Graduated from the blue and white Savannah High School in 500 Washington Ave. Yes, it is a difference. No shade, but it is what it is. But I was such a nerd. But honestly, I never had to apply myself or was ever really challenged beyond just showing up for class. And I think one day I was in history class, I think it was White's class, and I literally was teaching the class about the Ming Dynasty. I was so excited to learn about the Ming Dynasty, and she hadn't got to class yet, and I was on the board explaining the Ming Dynasty. And from there, she recommended me to take Miss Etheridge AP History. That's the first time I ever was challenged or exposed to higher knowledge and education while in high school that prepared me for life, basically. I really feel like that class prepared me for life. And Miss Etheridge was just, she was phenomenal. Y'all, there was a Saturday school. Where they do that? But y'all know my philosophy here on my page, and my life is no plan B. When you know better, you do better. And this is for you to know better so you can do better. You can plan and create the life that you want. Jermaine, hi. Awesome. Thank you for watching. I see you. I see you. Okay, real quick. How to create residual income even if you're broke. And when I say broke, I'm basically saying you spend all the money that comes into your home, your income, whatever that may be. So income, and I'm just going to make this simple just for demonstration purposes. Say, for instance, you make $100 a month. $100, right? You make $100 a month. Income, I. Expense, E. You spend $100 a month. You are broke, my friend. You have no money left over at the end of the month. But fret not. Fret not. I'm going to show you how to make this $100 work for you. So, and this is where a budget comes into place, or what I call in my book a spending plan. And basically that's telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. So we have $100. We can see, and with the $100 expense, let's see how we can reduce that. Right? So remember in my last live, I talked about a $2 cup of coffee. $2 every day on a cup of coffee is $60 that you can save a month. For, say for instance, that's not your thing. You don't, you don't drink coffee, you don't spend money on coffee, but just $100. So say for instance, occasionally, we'll go with occasionally you buy a cup of coffee. Half, 15 days out the month. Right? So that's $30, right? So say for instance, you cut out that $30, $30 cut, boom, right? So now you're at, so $100, you've reduced your expenses by $30, right? So your expenses now is $70 instead of $100, right? Just by taking that money and buying coffee, and now you're not buying coffee, or you decide to cut that in half, right? So that comes out like $60 a month, right? So now you have $30 left over, right? This is residual income. Believe it or not, you have not increased your income. You have decreased your expenses. That's the key to creating residual income. Even if you're broke, even if you don't have any additional money coming in, you decrease your expenses. By default, you're left with more money left over at the end of the month. Then what do you do with that money? Now let's save that money. Let's put the money in a high yield savings account that we all know doesn't grow your money, but it protects your money. So you do that for a year, right? So let's see. So 12 times 30 is what? I'm nervous, so I'm going to have to go to my calculator. I can count. but you know, I'm nervous and I don't want to be rambling on here. So 12 times 30. So you're now at $360, and you just took that money and you put it in a savings account and you say $360, right? So now you're at saved $360. And you're like, wow, how can I grow this money even more? And the power and the ability to grow your money faster than a traditional savings account, because this right here is creating a habit, right? Every month you're doing it. This is creating a habit for wealth and success, right? But you haven't increased your income at all. You decrease your expenses. So now, say for instance, you take the same 360 that you saved in your savings account. You've earned less than 1% on this, but you take this money and then you invest, right? So now you're investing $360. Where do you invest that money? You can invest it in the stock market. You can invest it in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate investment trust. These are vehicles that you can use to grow your money. It really depends on your risk aversion. What's your aversion for risk? If you more or less aggressive in your investing. But I'm going to give you an example. Today I made $300 in the stock market. I woke up, $300 was there. Money while I was sleeping, right? So basically what I did was I bought Bitcoin, but I didn't buy BTC USD. I bought BTSC, right? This is a Bitcoin server. This is a ticker. Tickers are short names or abbreviation for companies that are traded on the New York Stock Exchange, right? So I bought this ticker. This was a penny stock. So this penny stock was at, when I bought it, it was at 7 cents. It grew to, today it went all the way up to 12 cents, right? So I took $360. Actually, I took $500. But I took $500, purchased 7,500 shares, because that's what came out to be $500. But in this case, you would invest your $360 that you saved, right? Just by decreasing your expenses, you saved money. Now you've grown this money right here by 50%. So, and this is not exact, this is just rough numbers. So you basically have grown that 360. Let's take 360. And you've made $180. Right? I need an eraser. I have one, but okay. You now have $180 on top of your $360, right? So 8, 10, 4. You're now at $540 residual income, right? And this is all from reducing your expenses. You have not created more income. You just reduced your expenses. And that's simplified how it works. You have a budget, you reduce expenses or increase your income, because you can easily increase this, and this will give you residual income, what I talk about in my book, how to create residual income and how to make passive income work for you. So how to create residual income: either increase your income, right? Decrease your expenses. Now you have residual income. Now you save said residual income. Saving is a prerequisite to investing. Remember that. Save that income, invest that income. Now you're using the power of compound interest. Compound interest is money on top of money on top of money on top of money, basically. That's when you make your money work. And that's how you can make money while you sleep, because you're not actively working for your money. You're passively working for your money. Your money is working for you, and compound interest is how your money works. But you decide a strategy. No plan, do. You create a strategy or a budget every month. You create a plan for how you're going to execute this, right? SMART. In my book, I talk about goals to freedom. SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound. I'm going to save $360 just by reducing my coffee or whatever you buy, whatever you purchase. Netflix, you can cancel Netflix. That's $10 a month, right? That's $120 a year. Little things, small amounts can add up. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I am a financial life coach. And if you need help with coming up with a roadmap and strategy for success and for growing your money and creating wealth and prosperity in 2K21, please holla at me, send me a message, send me a contact. And I do offer coaching and consulting at organize-kaos.com to help you create a strategy for success and wealth in 2021. But this is the basic principle of it all. Now imagine if you added more to this. This will grow exponentially. So I just showed you how if you just cut out some coffee, you can make $540, just like that, a residual income, right? And, also in my book, I talk about how to increase income. And you can do that. You can use your job. Your job is a way to increase your income, work extra hours. That's how I was able to save $20K in 1 year, working 2 jobs, sometimes 60 to 80 hours a week. But I was willing to do what I had to do what I want to do. Now I work whenever I want to work, wherever I work, currently in Hawaii. Right? You have the power and leverage. Your career, your job should be used as leverage. It should not be all of your life, but it should and could be used as leverage, as well as credit. Credit is another awesome tool to leverage and grow wealth. And I'll do another video on how to use credit to create passive income. And so yeah, increase your income. And a simple way to do that without any money, any additional money, is sell t-shirts, right? So I created a shop and I sell t-shirts, my brand, online with no upfront costs. It was free to sign up. And my advice to you is find a niche, whatever your niche is, whatever your lane is, find something, create a design. It's absolutely free to create a design. This was easy. This is my book, because I promote my book and also how I live my life, right? I put it on a t-shirt. And this company, they package, ship, print, they do everything. And all I do is collect a check. The only money they take out of it is the money it costs for the actual t-shirt. Everything else, you decide your profit. So if it costs, I'm just going to give an example. If it costs me $10 for this shirt, and I sell the shirt for $20, print, this, and I'll put a link for the company, because I can't think of the name right now, but I'll put a link in the company in the description below, and start selling t-shirts, but they take their $10 out in shipping, which your customer, your client, they pay the shipping. You've made $10. And you do not put any more money into it. You do not invest anything up front, but now you've made $10 on one t-shirt, right? So that's how this whole live freely works. And this is how you can create residual income, even if you don't have, or even if you're broke. And what I mean by broke is basically every dime that you make, you spend. And so let's create and shift the mindset to create more money, more time, more freedom in our life through financial literacy. And that's been my whiteboard finance. Let me see if I have any questions, because I was jibber jabbering. And like I said, if you have any more questions, please feel free. I offer free consultations for anyone who just needs some direction and guidance, because I get it. I was there too. There was a time I knew nothing about budgeting. I knew nothing about saving. I knew nothing about investing in the stock market. Nothing. However, no plan due. With knowledge, applied knowledge, I created a strategy and plan for my life. And now I'm here. So, but I want that for you. I want you to have more freedom in your life to do blank. And that's for you to decide. Okay, I see my baby on here. National television worthy. Claim it. Yes, period. That's what the young kids, my grandbaby, like, period. It's not for me, but I'm going to go with it. Saving is a prerequisite to having money. Yes. Thank you, love. That's my baby. I got a 28-year-old. A 28-year-old. That is mind-blowing to me. But this is who and what I do this for her and my grandbaby and every grand and great-great-grandchild that I may never meet. Guess what? I've created a legacy. I've created a legacy for them. I didn't meet my mom's mom. I've never met her. She passed before I was born. Right? I think it was 75. I was born in 78. My grandmother, Grandma Nellie Wilder, was a Gemini, and I really feel like her spirit lives on and through me. But I never met her. And so I don't really know her. But my grandkids and her grandkids will know, because when they know about me, they'll know about my mom and they'll know about my grandmother, because everything in who I am is from these amazing women. Like, my mom lives her life unapologetically free. She danced her own drum, and for a long time I was like side-eyeing my mom like, what are you doing? And it's like, she gets it though. Like, it took me a while to get to this place, because I was not walking in my truth. I wasn't walking in my light. I was walking in what I thought I should be, what, and not being comfortable in my skin and my heritage and my hair and my walk and my talk. But my mom, she is the epitome of what it is to live your best life unapologetically. And I'm tapping into that, and I'm owning it. I'm not running from it. And like I said, it took me a while to learn how to be free in that sense. But we're air signs, and that's what it's all about. Who else we got here? Yes. Thank you guys again. I know it's probably, let's see what time it is on the East Coast. It is 8-ish, maybe? Yeah, like 8:40. So I know it's late, but I'm glad I have our opportunity to come on here, and this will be on my page for you to go and view. And also, I want to announce, I forgot to announce this in the beginning, that in honor of Martin Luther King's birthday and holiday, I will be offering Live Freely for free. Yes, for 48 hours on the 18th and 19th, I will be offering my book for free. Because one thing that's important to me, and one thing I've learned about being a good steward of my finances, is to give freely. That's what it's all about. Giving back, connecting, community, group economics. We have to unite and build each other up. And we can do it. We just have to come together to do that. And that is what Dr. King, and that was his message, and that's what it was all about. And so I want to give my book away for free for those who are interested. It will be the ebook, though. It won't be the paperback, but I am offering the ebook for free, and that's January 18th and 19th. I will create a post about that. So, as always, let me make sure I don't have any more questions. As always, be great and live freely.